2:03.
This is Talk Radio, the nation's interactive station. Tommy Boyds.
Oh, E-I-A-D-O. Oh, you know, there's three great dates in a man's year: Christmas, birthday, and the first day of the football season, and it's tomorrow. And all our Y chromosomes are standing to attention, I tell you, because the football season, well, this is in England, it's been going in Scotland for a week, and what a game that Hibs-Celtic game was a week ago. So they're lucky, they've had it for 7 days. But all of us are going to be up to our ears in God's greatest game, the thing that grass was invented for, by tomorrow afternoon. And Talk Radio, of course, is in it too, up to our ears. Fantastic. Free call 0500 10 53 89. And you know the best thing about the start of a new football season? The very best thing, better than the excitement, better than the adrenaline, better than knowing what you're going to be doing at 4:45 every single Saturday, checking out the football results, checking your pools, going down the pub and talking about it, coming up with your own idea about what that pillock of a manager ought to do for your team, their team, every team. Do you know what's even better than all of that? Do you know the thing that really sustains me right about now, the start of every new football season? I'll tell you, it's that change of kit, that wonderful new shirt that your team have got. I mean, aren't they fantastic? The new kit. Every single club's got a new kit. Every single English and Scottish club has got something slightly different about their shirt this season. And that's great. Why? Because it gives you something to buy, something you've got to have, an essential collector's item, which you will buy. I'll buy my team shirt. I can't wait to see what it's like. I was talking to some pals on the train last night, and they said it's fantastic, the new shirt. And so's yours, and you've got to have one. You must have one. And so must your boys and girls. Free call 0500 10 53 89. These new shirts, these slightly different shirts from last season are great. They're great for children. It's the only shirt they like. It doesn't matter where they're going. If you tell them to get dressed and put anything on they want, they will go and get dressed if you let them put on their football shirt. I'm a dad. I know. It's a fact. It is the only clothing they like. These new shirts are great for children because it makes them proud. It gives them a sense of identity. They are closer to their mortal heroes. They're football heroes. They're closer to them because they're wearing the same shirt as Carol Poborski or Ian Wright or Lee Bradbury. And they've even got his name on the back. Free call 0500 10 53 89. And it doesn't cost a lot to get the name put on the back. These shirts are fantastic for children because they're safe. And this is a very important point. Particularly if, say, for example, you are a Spurs or a Newcastle fan. These incandescent shirts, made out of purest polyester, glow in the dark, show up well in the dark. And, fingers crossed, and I hope to God it never comes to it. But if your youngster is out at dusk, your youngster is just that much safer because your youngster can be seen that much better if your youngster is wearing the football shirt identical to your team. Free call 0500 10 53 89. And children take care of them. They do. They actually care about their football shirts. They might play coats for posts down the field and they might leave their sweatshirt, they might leave a t-shirt, but they will never leave their football shirt. And if they do, they'll go back for it. They care about it. They cherish it. They love it. Youngsters don't care about their clothes until they're about 13, 14 years of age. But you give a 7-year-old his or her football shirt, buy it for them, down the shop. When you think about it, they're very inexpensive. You've given them a real trophy. Free call 0500 10 53 89. The best thing about the new season is the new kit. It's great for men. Men can begin to engender a sense of community by wearing their shirt around the town. Why, if you go to Newcastle this afternoon, there will not be a man, for all I know, there will not be a woman who is not in black and white, and proud to be in black and white. And it will give people an opportunity to speak to absolute strangers. If you're on a bus in Newcastle this afternoon and you're wearing your black and white and the bloke or the lady opposite you is wearing their black and white, you will simply say, what are we going to do with Aspria at front? No Shearer, no Ferdinand. And there you are, friends. Friends, and you're talking. And what's better than that? Free call 0500 10 53 89. For men, this new kit is great because it ends their nightmare of what to wear. Men don't have to decide what to wear to go to the pub, to go to work, to go and watch football. They wear their football shirt. And the less choices you have to make in life, the less likelihood there is that anxiety will set in. Free call 0500 10 53 89. This new kit is great for football because it provides clubs and the organisation in general with additional revenue, which they can then pump back into the game, so that when you go to watch a football match, you will enjoy better facilities. And it gives football clubs an opportunity to pay their hard-working staff better, the people who work the turnstiles, the people who sell the programmes, for example. Free call 0500 10 53 89. We're celebrating the start of the new season, and what's great about it is this fantastic new kit. It's great for the look of Britain. For the first time, Britain's men are beginning to look a bit stylish. We were always known, weren't we, as a dowdy race, compared to the Italians and compared to the French, who have that natural elegance and good fabric. Well, now we can match them. These football kits are often designed by designers. Not only that, the Manchester United shirt, and I've got two boys, so I know what I'm talking about here, it hides the blood. I mean, if they do fall over and scrape their knee. The new kit's great for employment. It provides jobs. It's fantastic for business because of all that free advertising that the breweries and the insurance firms who put money into football get, because you walk around with that brewer's name on your front, or insurance company, or Japanese electronics firm, whatever. Free call 0500 10 53 89. And never forget, the away kits are especially attractive. You must get your boy one of those too. Free call 0500 10 53 89. New season, new kit. Hooray! I'm Tommy Boyd. This is Talk Radio. That's a good argument for listening.
Talk to Tommy Boyd. Free call 0500 10 53 89. 0500 10 53 89.
On the other hand, they are quite expensive. And I wonder whether they do have to change them every single season. I mean, they're not the kind of thing you'd wear to a wedding, are they? Free call 0500 10 53 89. Here comes the new season, and here come those new shirts. Mark calls from Nottinghamshire. You're on Talk Radio. Hello, Mark.
Hi, Tommy.
Mark.
Hi. Great show. Love your show, Tommy.
Thank you.
I'm a little bit nervous.
Don't worry about it.
Right. I used to work with a company what used to make, I can't say the sport's name, but all the football shirts and things. And they only cost around between £6 and £8 for a complete kit. And the prices they charge in the shop, I think, is a bit diabolical. I mean, can't wait for the football season to start, you know, just like yourselves. But what do you think about that, Tommy?
No, I don't agree, because the shops that sell the kit have got to make a little bit of a profit so they can pay their staff. I mean, we don't want to see them out on the streets, do we?
Yeah. Well, no.
And the football clubs themselves, they need to make a little profit from the shirts because they want to buy more comfortable seats for everybody to sit in.
Yeah.
And some of those nice executive boxes, because all that glass is very expensive. Did you know? So they need, you know, that little bit of extra revenue from the show.
Yeah, they could keep the prices down just a little bit, I think.
Manchester United only made a trading profit of £13 million last year.
Really?
It's not a lot, really, is it?
No, I didn't know.
You know, and Newcastle aren't selling enough shirts because they lost 23 million.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, what's your team?
Well, anyway, I like the football in general. I like Leicester, Liverpool, go to Mansfield Town occasionally when I can.
Oh, what do they call them again? Not Mansfield again. They used to have these funny old nicknames, didn't they, football clubs, which I liked.
Stags.
Stags, were they?
Yeah, Stags.
Mark, I'm grateful for your call.
Yeah, okay. Nice to talk to you, Tom. It's been an honour.
An honour. Enjoy the start of the season and get yourself down to Mansfield more often and get that lovely new Mansfield kit. 39 quid, I think it is, for adults, approximately. That's what most of them are. And that's not a lot, is it? Goodness, if you're moaning about having to buy the new shirt for all your children, just cut down on the beer and fags, madam. Lordy. Daniel calls from London. Daniel, you're on Talk Radio.
Yeah, good afternoon, Tom.
Good afternoon, Daniel.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. I'm happy the season's starting. I enjoy football, but sometimes, you know, the kit is a rip-off. You know, clubs are ripping off their fans. You know, you said your children are Man United fans. Man United has had 13 kit changes in 6 years.
I'm glad about that.
Yeah, oh, you're glad about that?
I'm glad about that.
Oh, come on, Tommy. A complete kit will cost you at least £60.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is it. You know, it's just a rip-off. What about those who are hard-earned, those who can't afford it, really, the children just keep on pushing them to buy the kit?
Well, they just have to adjust their budget. and reprioritise.
Yeah, we know that, but just because of a kit.
Yeah.
Or so no food on the table and then you buy your kid a kit?
Well, clothing's just as important as food.
Yeah, but it's not priority.
I mean, we're heading for winter now. People need to have something on their backs, don't they?
Yeah, I can understand that, but it's not priority. The kit's not a priority. It's just a rip-off. And even you're talking about the second strips.
Look, if you're hard up, then everything's going to be expensive. All right, but what about the rest of us who aren't hard up? Are we supposed to not be able to buy the shirts that we want to because there are a few people in this country who can't afford them?
I agree, but these clubs are ripping off their fans.
They're not ripping off.
They are ripping off their fans.
It's not a rip-off. First of all, you've got choice.
Tommy, how can you explain a club that has had 13 kit changes in 6 years?
Oh, because they get bored with their old kit.
Bored, when they come out with the new kits, right?
Get bored
some
with
of them are Tommy. When they come up with the new kits, some of them are so abysmal. Chelsea used to have a sort of.
Are you going out tonight? Are you going out tonight?
Yeah.
Where are you going tonight? Where are you going? Tonight?
Just to go to a party.
Okay, you're going to a party.
Yeah.
All right. What sort of shirt are you going to wear?
I'll just wear a sports shirt.
Yeah, and how long have you had that then? 10 years?
Not 10 years.
When did you buy it then?
Just a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, so you bought a shirt 2 weeks ago?
Just a couple of weeks ago. Not 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Right, so you don't wear your shirts for 10 years then to look good? So why should a football club?
Yeah, but sometimes...
But...
No, listen. Look, sometimes I'm for progress, right? But at the same time, I don't like the situation where these clubs... All right, you talk about the change strips, right? Some of these change strips, the colours are so bad, right? And it's just for the sake of change. Look at Chelsea, they had a sort of orange...
old-fashioned. The game is on the move.
I know the game is on the move.
The grounds are improving. The crowds... Look, here's an important point. Do you know why violence is down at football matches?
Yeah, because they've got all the cameras and everything in, and they're cracking down hard on them.
No, because no hooligan worth his salt would want to muddy the name of his club by being seen fighting in that club's shirt. So when they wear those shirts to the game, they make sure they stay on the right side of the law, and that's why violence is down at football matches. It's all down to the shirts.
Let me give you another point. There's I heard somebody say that the real Man United fans, they seem to hate the fans, the new fans who are coming in, and they call them day trippers, and they don't buy the kits anymore. They just wear the badges. You see, so it's not because of that really. It's just because the cameras and everything are in place.
Football strips have changed every season for the last 50 years. What is new is that now you can, if you choose to, buy the shirt. When I was a boy and you went to the supporters club shop, it was lousy. You could get a bobble hat, a rattle, and an enamel badge for the lapel of your jacket. Well, we didn't used to go to football matches in jackets that had lapels. But that was all you could buy. Now you can buy anything you want.
Yeah, fine.
And what do you want? You want the shirt. And you can buy it if you want to. And they change it every year like they always have.
Yeah, I understand that, but some of the strips are lousy.
Which ones?
Chelsea. Look, they've changed theirs, but a couple of seasons, 2 seasons ago, they had a sort of orange and wire mesh sort of thing. Spurs had a beautiful yellow strip. Now they've got a blue and white strip.
You're just a fuddy-duddy.
No, I'm not a fuddy-duddy.
You are. You like to be wearing...
I just don't like the ripping off... No,
round collars.
No. Some of the kit designs are beautiful,
Have you seen what Glenn Hoddle used to wear for shorts when he was a player?
Yeah, I've seen it on video.
I mean, that's obscene, isn't it?
Yeah, it's obscene, yeah.
I mean, it was practically like they were like underpants. Well, I mean, that was 10, 15 years ago. Nobody complained about that then, but they should have done.
Yeah, we know. Style changes. Every goes, it revolves.
You've got to keep up.
Tommy, some of the kits are lousy, and I'm sure when some of the fans phone in, they'll tell you.
No, let me be honest with you, Daniel. Let me be honest with you. We have got a 95% vote behind me on this one.
Well, I don't think so. They're not true fans, really. Some of the kits are pathetic.
No, the queue of people who want to agree with me is going round the block. You're the only person we could find who could knock any try to knock any holes in my argument.
Maybe the true fans are busy, but maybe because I got off day or something. But if
I'll tell you what it is. You've never thought. It's one of these things. It's one of these opinions that everybody has that you've never really thought about.
No, I thought about it, and just like I said, the Man United one. Anybody who's a Man United fan, I'm going to buzz off now.
Who's your team?
Liverpool. I'm a Liverpool fan. Right? You got 13 kit changes in 6 years. I want a genuine Man United fan to be honest and tell me how he or she feels about it.
Now, Daniel there in London, he's a Liverpool fan. And, of course, they're not jealous about the fact that Manchester United are the runaway winners of just about every competition that's been held in this country in football for the last 6 years, is he? No, he's not envious. Not a bit of it. Free call 0500 10 53 89. The new season in England starts tomorrow. It's been going for 7 days in Scotland. And what's the best thing about it? Well, one of the great things about it, it's all those new shirts, which our youngsters are going to ask for and which we will do our best to provide. So we should. Because children say to their parents, I'd like that new shirt, please mum, please dad, can I have the new shirt? It gives them an opportunity to develop a sense of authority in their relationship with their parents, to feel some power. It empowers them. Free call 0500 10 53 89. Derek calls from Swindon. You're on Talk Radio. Derek, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tommy. Yeah, what I'd like to say is that I think people who buy football shirts, football trousers, football boots are in no different league, and it's just as sad as people that actually buy Star Trek outfits.
Oh, that's absolute rubbish.
It's not absolute rubbish.
That's probably the worst analogy I've come across today.
Yesterday you was on about people trekking, Star Trekkers and everything. It's just a thing to buy, to put on, to wear.
Yeah.
They're trying to mimic what's on the telly. They're trying to be somebody they're not. They want to be.
But the difference is, Derek,
they want to be Grobbelaar.
They might be.
People like that, yeah.
And there's a great deal more honour in being Grobbelaar. There's a lot more honour in being Grobbelaar than being Mr. Spock.
Is there? Well, at the moment, I'd rather be Mr. Spock than Mr. Grobbelaar. You know what I mean?
Well, what happened there then? Have they given the result?
No, I haven't heard yet, but
when's
I've been
he
listening
due?
to you all day.
Well, we should have said. Do we know what happened to Mr. Grobbelaar?
Do we?
I'll find out for you.
Okay.
In the meantime, just,
Yeah.
stop whinging and snap out of it.
I'm not whinging. You're the one that whinges, not me. I mean, they are, aren't they? They're just...
I'm not whinging. I'm the most positive man on planet Earth, you fool.
See, now you're saying on planet Earth.
On planet Earth.
On planet Earth.
Yeah.
So you do believe in science fiction then, because...
Well, because I believe that there's planet Earth.
Planet Earth. Because you're saying on planet Earth.
Yes.
So you must be thinking of somewhere else as well.
No, I'm thinking of planet Earth.
Yeah, but you must have
If
been
you're thinking of planet Earth, you can't be thinking of somewhere else.
To be on planet Earth.
No, I'm thinking of planet Earth, you fool.
No, you're the fool.
No, you're an idiot.
You contradict yourself every time.
No, you're pathetic.
Yes. Hey.
You've got no thinking process at all. Your brain has no compartments.
Hey, my brain ain't addled as much as what yours is.
I bet you drink. You drink, don't you? It's terrible. I can smell it on your breath. You're a hopeless man.
No.
And as for Swindon...
Yeah, crap.
Exactly. Free call 0500. Sorry about that. Free call 0500 53 89 is the telephone number. We're celebrating the start of the new season, and one of the best things about it, all those wonderful new strips. I'm Tommy Boyd. This is Talk Radio. There's a good argument for listening.
This is Talk Radio. There's a good argument for listening.
Here comes Mick. He calls from Twickenham. You're on Talk Radio. Mick, good afternoon.
Hello, Tommy.
Hello, Mick boy.
How you doing? All right?
Never been better. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Couple of things first. What are football trousers, my lovely?
Exactly.
And also, well, I can see it from both points of view for people that have got kids, but the way I look, I bought 2 tops last week, the home and the away.
Yep.
It cost me 80 quid just for the tops, right? Now, that for me is less than £1 a week to wear over a year. And I don't mind spending the money as long as the clubs spend it on players and we get better players to watch.
Well, that's where it all goes, isn't it?
Yeah, and also
players and facilities.
Yeah, and also people that kick it or fight at football, they won't wear tops anyway, Tommy. I never wear, not that I never wear my football top to football.
No.
But the people that do, if there is fighting at football, they'll never be wearing tops anyway.
No, exactly right. So if they were wearing more tops, then there'd be even less violence.
Well, no, they won't wear tops. They won't wear tops to football.
No, but you never see people in tops fighting.
You see the odd scrap, but the main bit of it that goes on, I don't know if you read the report.
I did.
Football violence being down on last year.
It is.
Most of it takes place away from the ground.
Yes.
So they know that there's still organised fighting going on, but it's not by people in tops, is it?
Yeah. No, but it is going away, isn't it? And I do believe that people dressing up in the same strip as their club has played a part in that.
Oh yeah, I think it's much better that there's no fighting in the ground. You see more women and kids there, it makes a better atmosphere.
Who's your team?
Unfortunately, it's Spurs.
Yes, good luck there.
But also, the worst kit ever made.
Yes?
Coventry's away kit of the brown one in the 70s.
The brown one?
Oh,
yes.
How people spent money on that, I don't know.
Mick, have a good season. Talk to you again.
Cheers.
Free call 0500 10 53 89. Tony's on the line from Southampton. Tony, you're on Talk Radio. Good afternoon.
Hello there, Tommy.
Hi.
Right, just a few points. Like, from a personal point of view, after 1.5 seasons, I need a new shirt because of the wear and tear I get out of it.
Quite.
And with kids, like the parents say it's too much.
Yeah.
But they know roughly when a kit's going to come out. They could like say to the young'un, you put a little bit of your pocket money away each week, and then the parent can put a little bit away each week,
Yep.
and then they can't say it's too much. You know roughly what it's going to be.
Helps them budget.
Absolutely, and it brings a bit of shows the kids like a bit of what money's all about.
This new kit whinge, it's a standard mindless whinge, isn't it? And I'm
is.
afraid that newspapers and magazines, they fuel it. There'll be loads of articles across Sunday's papers by women journalists trying to touch a chord with their readers by saying that their youngsters are now going around in £150 worth of shirt
That's
and
right.
it's a disgrace. But when you actually stop and think about it, it's a real boon. It's a real feather in the cap of whoever invented the whole notion that we should be able to buy identical shirts to our club.
No, I'm proud of wearing my shirt.
Of course you are. You feel 2 feet taller, don't you, in your
No.
Southampton red and whites?
No, actually, Newcastle black and white.
Well, whatever.
But like, no, I wear my strip my colours everywhere.
Of course you do.
The only place I won't is like Middlesbrough.
Have to be careful.
That's right.
Yes.
And now we don't have to go back there. It's Millwall. But the other thing, it's like with a new away shirt. I'll not get it now. I'll wait towards the end of the season
Yes.
when the price will go down because they're going to bring another one and then get it.
Yeah, if you've got children, one of the things that you should know about them, Tony, and I'm sure you do,
Yep.
is that they grow.
That's right.
Did you know that? They get bigger.
That's right. Well,
Almost invariably, they grow.
Yep.
Now, when they grow, right, you've got to buy them a new shirt every so often anyway,
Yep.
because they don't fit in the old one.
I have to buy a bigger size.
Yeah, but you don't get parents going on about the fact that it's a real rip-off that children grow. And so they have to keep
True,
buying
very
them
true.
new shoes. They moan
Very
about the
true.
new shoes, but don't call it a rip-off.
That's it. Well, I've had my friends like in the pub saying, "You paid 40 quid for a new Newcastle shirt," and I said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And I say, "How much do you pay for your designer shirt?
Yeah.
You wear for a couple of years?"
Exactly.
And they shut up.
If that. It's a brainless argument, Tony, and we're exposing it for what it is. Thank you for
Are
your...
you still going to Fulham? Going down there?
I don't get to Fulham so often these days, although my heart is always there at Craven Cottage.
As I know, I've heard
My
you say
heart is
before.
with the Al-Fayeds in a different way from
Because you
Diane's.
still get people asking you who you support. So
Yeah.
you just give them a little wind-up with other teams.
When you're a boy, you fall in love
Well,
with
I've gone
a
like with
woman
a family
and with a
side.
football team.
Yep,
And
that's
however,
correct.
these days I go and watch Pompey because they're my local side. I'm
Oh,
a
yeah.
Portsmouth fan, through and through now. I had a cousin who played for them after he was with Rangers, Glasgow Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
And so they're my second of all-time favourite team. So it's,
Well,
it's
good luck to
for
Pompey
us.
when they play the Magnums next season.
Yeah.
Anyway, cheers then, Tommy.
Nice to talk to you.
Okay, bye.
Have a good season. Good luck.
Cheers, mate.
Good luck. Luck to Kenny. Yeah, he'll need it. Free call 0500 1053 89. Here's Paula who calls from Cheshire. Paula, you're on Talk Radio. We're celebrating these new football shirts.
Hello, Tommy.
Hello.
Why should us parents, as single parents, buy these football shirts? You said we should. Why?
I think you should.
Why should we?
Well, presumably your children want them.
I've got two. Both support different teams.
Which ones?
United and Liverpool.
Fantastic.
No,
You're really lucky. The conversation must be really interesting over breakfast on a Sunday morning in your house.
not really, because
How
they're
I
only
envy you.
young.
They're rather young.
They're only young.
How old are they?
11 and 13.
Well, they still talk, don't they, though?
Yes, they talk.
Yes, and they
but-
have opinions.
Oh, they've got opinions.
Wow, that's fantastic. You're really lucky.
No, I'm not. Because £40 for a shirt each
Yes.
is pathetic.
It's very good value.
No, it's not.
You can get them for less than 40.
Seconds, yeah.
Hmm.
Or what's the word? Next to the next best thing.
Yes.
But no, £40 a shirt. Forget it.
Well,
Why should we?
of course, if you don't want to, you don't have to, but I think you should.
Why?
Well, for all the reasons I've given. Didn't you listen?
Yeah,
Well, what's wrong with those reasons? They like it.
they like it.
They like it. What's wrong with that? The children can like things, can't they?
Yes, you've got one parent, like I am, who
I'm not-
save up for a shirt, and by the time you go to get that shirt, there's another blood. You just buy it. The following day, they've got a new shirt
Well, you've
out.
got to, if you know this, you've got to plan your year a bit more carefully, Paula.
Yeah, and United have just changed 30. How many times did they change last year?
They change their shirt at the beginning of every season. Don't you know that?
Yeah, they changed 13 times in 6 years. Like you said before, how many times in 1 year?
Well, that's the away
can't
kit. No,
afford.
wait. You don't know much about football, do you? Be honest.
I support United.
Well, exactly.
That's it.
Yes, precisely. But you don't know much about football, do you?
No, 22 men kicking a ball around the field.
You don't like it, do you?
Yeah, when United are playing.
Well, don't give me that 22 men kicking a ball around a field thing then. It's magnificent. It's what life is for, football. Goodness sake, isn't it?
No.
Yes?
No.
Of course it is. What's
Not
better
paying
than football then?
£40 a shirt, no.
What's better than football?
There's a lot of things that's better than football, but I can't put it over the radio.
What, sex? Sex isn't better than football. Sex is not better than football.
It is.
It isn't.
Why isn't
It isn't.
It is.
It isn't.
It is, believe me, it is.
not.
It
do you think of all the drawbacks of sex?
Oh, I can think of a lot of drawbacks from sex.
Exactly, but I can't think of any drawbacks in football.
Oh, I can.
What?
22 men kicking the ball around the field, and 1,000 supporters all whistling.
Yeah, you see, you're a bit derisive about football. You haven't got it in your bones, Paula. You're going to have to be more careful about bringing your boys up if you've got this sniffy attitude towards football, because it could cause a schism between you. Yes.
Rubbish.
Yes.
Rubbish.
Yes.
Rubbish.
Now, here's what you do. How much pocket money do you give them?
I don't. Because they don't need pocket money, because I provide them with what they need.
A 13-year-old boy?
Yeah.
And you don't give him any pocket money?
No, because he's just left home. He's gone to live with his father.
Now, this is all getting far too complicated, isn't it? Why don't you put your agenda on the table first of all? Otherwise, you'll get mine, and you'll be crying for a week. Yes. So he's gone to live with he's gone to live with your estranged husband, has he?
He has, yes.
Yes. Right, so you haven't got 2 children to buy football shirts for?
Yes, I still provide for him.
But he lives with the father.
No, because his father's just buggered off to America for a fortnight.
So he's gone to America?
No, he's living at his uncle's.
I'm not really interested in this nonsense. You're a one-woman soap opera, you?
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
You are, because just like in soaps, that you don't tell us everything straight away. Oh, she's off now. I don't think America's far enough for the poor bloke, would you? Free call 0500 1053 89. Now, Charles calls from Birmingham. I think no more women in this hour. Charles calls from Birmingham. You're on Talk Radio, Charles. Sorry
Hello
about that.
there, how are you?
Wow, women.
Women, what can we say?
Hey.
Can't do without them. And sometimes
They're all right. They're all right, but not when it comes to football, mate.
No.
And not when it comes to bringing up boys.
I have to say that there's more women today buying football shirts.
It's a sign, isn't it? It's a good sign.
It's a fact. And if you compare the price of a football shirt against the price of, say, a designer shirt, which you might only wear once a week,
Absolutely.
It's a lot different.
Absolutely. And if you compare a football shirt with the cost of, I don't know, a home computer.
Exactly.
You know, they'll pester you for a home computer, and that's going to be 1,300 quid. Oh, by the way, I've got a news flash about Grobbelaar. What do you reckon? Yes or no?
I think no.
You think he got away? You think he was found not guilty?
I think he was found not guilty, yeah.
Here it comes. Here it comes. No, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Oh yes, I will. The jury in the match-fixing trial at Winchester is today unable to reach a decision on the final count against Bruce Grobbelaar.
Well,
he walks!
There we go.
Well, he trots.
And I'm a Liverpool fan as well, so...
Yes.
But let me tell you, go back to these shirts.
Do you know what I never got about that?
What?
If these blokes had fixed games, and of course they didn't, but if they had done, then the clubs would have sued them. Taken them to court.
Absolutely.
But they didn't.
And some of the managers who may have got sacked because they weren't doing very well.
Exactly, but they didn't.
No.
Our game is pure as the driven snow.
Absolutely.
That's why, the Thai people bet on English football, because they know there's no corruption in England.
They know that it's a nice bet and there's nobody going to fiddle it.
I enjoyed that little conversational excursion with you, but what did you want to say?
Right. Getting back to shirts, for instance, the Manchester United shirts that have just been bought out, a lot of people don't realise now that Manchester United do keep a shirt in for 2 years.
Yes.
For instance, the red.
Yes.
That's been in for 12 months now. It'll be wore again this season. It'll be changed next season.
Yep.
The away shirt, which has just changed, the reason that they've changed that one is because they had that problem with the grey shirt.
And you couldn't see them when they went to...
And they couldn't see each other.
Play away games at night.
They had that for 12 months. Yeah. Then they changed it and bought out a temporary shirt. And to get back on track, they've bought out another away, which they'll keep for 2 years. And the blue shirts will be in for 2 years.
Thank you, Bill. I'm sorry, I did listen to you, Charles, but Bill was bringing me an update on that news flash.
Oh.
Wow, an update on a news flash that's only 30 seconds old. Here it comes. The jury in the match-fixing trial has been discharged because they couldn't reach a verdict in the final count against Bruce Grobbelaar, and the judge has therefore, on their behalf, issued a not guilty verdict.
You see, now that judge is obviously a supporter of football, isn't he?
We can talk about it now.
Isn't he?
Talk. What I want to know is, all right, if they had committed a crime, which they hadn't, and they were quite rightly found not guilty, what was the crime?
What
did they do wrong?
Exactly.
They went to the office and they did not do a good day's work. If that's what they did, but they didn't.
No.
So, who had they robbed?
I wonder which football team the judge is supporting.
Yes.
Interesting little...
Yeah, totally relevant, but thank you for your thought. Free call 0500 1053 89. We argued about this in the pub for a year. We did. We couldn't work out, right, what crime had been committed if a crime had been committed. Okay, so Grob and Fashanu did not do it. And of course they didn't. Hans Sager didn't do it. But if somebody did take money and then go out on a football pitch and not play to the best of their ability, where's the crime in that? Who's lost? Okay, the supporters are fed up because their team lose, but the other supporters are happy because their team win. The team goes up, team goes down. Some men in Thailand make some money. From whom? From bookmakers. Do we love them that much that we care about the bookmakers? Ha! In Thailand? Explain. Free call 0500 10 53 89. It cost you a lot, that trial, you know. I think about 3 million quid in all. Carl calls from Chester. We're celebrating the new football strips. Carl, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tommy.
Welcome to Talk Radio.
Just a small point I'd like to make.
By all means.
If you think that football's better than sex, you're obviously doing something wrong.
No, I have great sex, thank you.
But you still think football's better?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, mm-hmm? That's possible, isn't it?
No, I don't think so.
You don't?
No, not unless you have some sort of weird fetish.
Yeah, I've got plenty of weird fetishes, but I'm not going to talk about them on the radio. But I mean, what I'm saying is, you obviously don't think much of football.
I do. I like football. I do enjoy football. I
but you don't. But you are not contaminated with football, are you?
I'm not contaminated now.
No. Well, there you are. You see.
Are you?
So your sex doesn't have to be particularly good to be better than football, does it?
Well, I don't think about football when I'm doing it, if that's what you mean.
No, I don't think about football when I'm doing it. Not even Gary Lineker.
Are you contaminated?
By football?
Yeah.
Totally. Completely.
So you think about it all the time?
Football all the time. During the football season, I probably think about football marginally more often than I think about sex. I'm only being honest. What's wrong with being honest?
So you think about it more than, what, six times an hour, is it? Wow. Is that the average?
Those stupid statistics, Carl. It's absolutely impossible to trace somebody's thought patterns. You can't do it, mate. You don't know what you thought about 2 minutes ago. You probably thought about 1,000 things in the last 60 seconds. I was thinking about this
phone call, actually, because I was waiting on the line.
Well, not for very long. Who's your team?
Liverpool.
Yes.
Being not far away from Liverpool.
Yes.
But it's great. I do. I enjoy football.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
It is great.
Tell you what, game of football lasts longer than sex.
Not with me.
So you play double headers, do you?
Well.
Bye-bye.
Say no more.
Yes.
Bye.
Free call 0500 10 53 89. Jerry's on the line. He calls from West Yorkshire. Welcome to Talk Radio, Jerry. Yes. Walk on. With hope. With hope in your heart. Jerry's playing it for us, and you'll never walk alone. Especially if you've got the kit on. Marvellous. You'll never walk alone. Thank you, Jerry.
Oh.
Fantastic. Good for you, man. Bit of production value in the calls. I like it.
Oh, yeah. There's one more thing that's better than football.
Yes?
Caesar the Geezer.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello? You know why he had to go?
Pardon?
You know why he had to go?
Not a clue.
Well, it's because people like you used to phone up all the time and drag his show down.
No, we didn't.
You know you did.
Anyway, what's hot in bed and hangs up?
Do you know what? Shall I do it?
What?
Free call 0500 10 53 89. Val calls from Norfolk. You're on Talk Radio, Val. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tommy. Can I first say that since I've been back from abroad, I have never laughed so much, but when you're on the radio, I think you're absolutely wonderful. You're so argumentative, it's wonderful.
Can I just say I take singular exception to that, because this is a serious news and current affairs programme.
I know. That's why I laugh so much. Now, can I just tell you this quite honestly?
Comedy vehicle.
I know nothing about football, but when I see it, I think they look absolutely beautiful in their colours. Take great interest in their colours.
Yes. Why shouldn't men have plumage?
Why not?
Yes.
And why shouldn't they be told they look fantastic when they do, just like a woman?
Have you ever seen those noble warriors of the Masai Mara?
Yes.
They all wear red and gold, and they've got little diamonds and things.
And they look beautiful.
Yeah, nobody says to them, wow, that's a mess. Your outfit?
Now let me say this and contradict myself.
Right.
Having lived in Spain for many years, There's nothing looks more ridiculous than when these middle-aged men come out wearing their colours with their great big beer guts and their sweaty armpits with their dirty trainers.
Yes.
And you know something?
Yes.
The Spanish always know that they're English even if they don't know the colours.
Yes.
Because only they could make themselves look idiots.
Val, you've raised a number of interesting points, and it'll be interesting to see whether anybody wants to take you to task. I'm grateful for your call.
Okay, keep up the good work, keep me laughing.
Yeah, it's not a light entertainment vehicle, Val. I'm trying to get to the bottom of important issues.
Yeah, but you hardly ever do. God bless you.
Well, who does? There's Dimbleby, for God's sake. We're talking about these new football kits. The nation's boys and many girls will tomorrow be walking around in their new football shirts, many of them, and quite right too, and amen to that, and thank goodness for all the reasons under the sun. They love their football shirts. It's the only shirt they like. It makes them feel proud. It gives them a sense of identity. They're safer in their football shirt because they stand out in the dark. They take care of their football shirt, and how many other items of clothing do they care about? These football shirts are great for men because it adds to the sense of community wherever you live. And men don't have to work out what they're going to wear in the morning. They wear their football shirt. It's great for football because all that extra money can be pumped back into the game in improved facilities and better wages for the staff at the football grounds. Free call 0500 1053 89. I'm Tommy Boyd. This is Talk Radio. There's a good argument for listening.
Free call 0500 1053 89. Talk Radio, the conversation of the nation.
Good afternoon, I'm Tommy Boyd. This is Talk Radio. Picked up a slot in Scotland and wasn't the Hibs-Celtic game just fantastic, is that we have an opportunity to extend our wardrobe and buy a new football shirt in our club's new colours, and that is great. Free call 0500 1053 89, but not straight away. So, slight gremlin in the works. Why is it great? It's great, as I said before, because children get an opportunity to acquire an item of clothing that they love. Children like sweets, children like toys, children like music, children like computers. We know all that. They want videos. We know all that, and we're dubious about some of those things. We longed 10 years ago for the day when our child said to us, Dad, I'd like a shirt. Well, now they do, and here we are, if we're not careful, if we're mindless, saying it's a disgrace, saying it's a rip-off, saying that clubs are fleecing us by changing the kit every year. Not so. It's good for our children. It's good for our menfolk. It's good for our girls. It's good for our ladies. It's great for football because of all the money it pushes back into the game. It's great for the look of Britain. I mean, when did you last walk down the high street and see two men who looked good in whatever they were wearing? Okay, if it was Italians and they were over here, then of course they did. Or French or German. They look good. They know how to dress. British men don't. But now, especially thanks to the fact that a lot of our football shirts are designed by top designers, our men up and down the high street are starting to look swish. Free call 0500 1053 89. In the next hour of the programme, by the way, if you're new to Talk Radio, we celebrate everything, the big things and the little things that made your week just a little bit better than it might have been. The underlying philosophy is quite simple. We spend too much of our time trying to solve our problems. They're real, they need solving, but they fill our minds. And if we're not careful, we don't spend enough time noticing all the nice little things and the nice big things that happen during the course of a week. People give birth. People die, but die well. People make new friends. People look forward all day to their first cup of tea when they get home. All the little things that just manage to make it marginally more worthwhile than not worthwhile. Free call 0500 1053 89. I think we may have chased the gremlin away. Let's see whether Lee is there from the Borders. Lee, you're on Talk Radio. Good afternoon.
All right, Tommy.
All right, Lee.
How are you doing? I just want to say that with the football shirts thing, I mean, you pay, as the guy said earlier on, £1 a week, sort of thing like that. And I mean, it gives you you stand up and be recognised as soon as you're wearing your football top, you know what I mean? And have you seen the advert on Sky for the new season coming up?
Is it the Sean Bean one?
Yeah.
It makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up.
It's our religion. We don't apologise for it.
No.
I mean, why should we? Why should we apologise to anyone for loving football? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, you have to. I mean, you have to buy the shirt because as soon as you buy the shirt, people speak to you. They speak to you about the team. Speak to you if they're doing well, if they're doing poor. You know what I mean?
We don't go to watch football. We make a pilgrimage to pay homage to our gods, and these aren't football shirts.
No.
These are our togas viriles, for God's sake.
I know exactly. I mean, you get so many calls about religion on this show. I've heard. This is the biggest religion.
It is.
Totally.
And it's a worthwhile one.
It is. I mean, it gives you something. I mean, you pay your money for this kind of religion. You know what I mean? And it's the amazing feeling at the end.
And have you got your new shirt yet for this season?
Oh yeah, I've got it. Yep, and I'm fortunate because I've bought replica shirts every season, home and away.
Good for you.
And I put names on the back.
Of course you do.
And I had Ferdinand last season, but it's the old shirt, so it doesn't really matter because I'm buying a new one.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, collector's item.
This year I put Lee on the back of my Newcastle United shirt, so even if they sell them, I can't go wrong because that's my name. So I
would advise people not to put a name on the back of their shirt until about October, when the transfer dealing settles down.
Yeah, I know. I know. But have you seen the new Newcastle shirt?
Fantastic, aren't they?
Yeah, the only thing is, it looks pretty daft without the number on the back. Have you seen the big shield on the back of it?
I think it's great.
I think you really need to have the number there. And I don't mind paying the extra 10 or whatever it is for the number.
No, I'm not that bothered one way or the other about numbers.
No.
Because, I mean, I know footballers so well, I don't need to check their number in order to identify them. I don't think numbers need to be there anymore.
Do you not?
No. Well, did you ever think who's that tubby French-looking fellow playing for Manchester United? I'll check my programme number 10. Oh, it's Eric Cantona.
No, you're absolutely right.
No, you'd recognise Ferdinand, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
a mile away.
Recognise everybody.
Exactly. So you don't need numbers on the shirts.
No, I'm actually really excited now as well because I can't get a season ticket for Newcastle.
You're not?
But, no, I was on the phone on Wednesday because they're playing Zagreb.
Never mind.
I know, but I got the ticket. I was on the phone for hours.
Well, the most important thing of all, Lee, is that you've got your shirt. Free call 0500 10 53 89. Here's Nicola calling from Sussex. Nicola, you're on Talk Radio. We're celebrating these new strips.
Tommy, I just had to tell you what I saw last week. I was on holiday in Dominican Republic where they're doing lots of weddings out there at the moment. And on the newlyweds evening reception, she was dressed in a headdress and, an evening outfit. And he was there in his brand spanking new Man United strip. And God, did he look stupid. She's there at their table eating and everybody else is wearing whatever and he's there in his strip. So I just thought
fantastic.
It looked so funny. It looked hilarious.
No, look. Certain fashions come and go, and men in their wedding suits from the 70s look real plonkers, don't they? With the wide lapels and the loon strides and the kipper ties and the sideburns.
I just thought it was just taking football too far.
No. What we know about football strip is that the older it gets, the more stylish it looks.
Tommy, I've been killing myself laughing at you.
How dare you?
In the car.
Another person who, frankly, are you on drugs or something? This is a serious debate here.
I know, you've changed your style over the last few weeks. You've got more antagonistic, and I love the way people take the bait. That lady was right. It is really funny to listen to. But the other point was the football tops. It's not that I don't like them or I mind them, but it's the material they're made from. Men sweat buckets, and they go out to the pub in their tops, and they stink. Now, if football tops are made out of, like rugby tops are, 100% cotton, different matter, they look really stylish, quality.
No, what you need to understand is that the FA has been very carefully into the whole environmental issue of clothing material.
Aren't they still made out of polyester, though?
That's right. They're not. In other words, they're not damaging the Earth's resources. A lot of people who are involved in growing and making cotton are exploited, it's felt, by the FA.
Let's talk about footballs then, and how if someone is paid 15 pence a day to make a football without Cantona's name on it. I mean,
that's true, and that is tragic. But the balls that they use in the football league are made here.
Oh,
they're not Pakistani.
But anyway, it's the material. Men smell when they wear football tops. I'm sorry. Get them made out of cotton and they'll be more socially acceptable in the pub.
When are you going to the Dominican Republic again, by the way? You said you go a lot.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I've just come back. I've never been before.
Oh, I see.
So I just wanted to make those 2 points. Men smelling football tops, and they look silly. They look silly at weddings wearing them.
Yes.
So thank you.
I've enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you. Bye.
Just before you go, what did you call the Manchester United kit?
Smelly.
No, you didn't.
They're stupid.
No, you called it spanking new.
Yeah, no, his kit was new. I mean,
I just wanted you to say it again, that's all.
Oh, he'd just bought it, and you could
Oh, well,
see
say it again.
all the creases were in it, and his little white shorts, and he thought he looked the bee's knees.
No, say spanking again. That's cute the way you said it.
It was brand spanking new.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, sorry.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
For now. Free call 0500 10 53 89. Darren calls. And Darren also calls from Sussex. You're on Talk Radio.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Tommy. Just
Darren.
come and say that, people get so much pride and passion out of actually wearing their tops.
Yes.
It gives people an ID to others to look at.
Yes.
I mean, I've only just moved down here from Wales, and when I wear my Wales top, people give a look.
Yes.
Sort of thing. And also, dog lovers, They spend like hundreds of pounds on coats and silly things like this for their dog, And what gives people the right to criticise if we spend £40 on a top?
Absolutely.
And also,
Yes.
I work in a sports shop.
You do?
And foreigners are coming in, and they are spending tons on football tops, our country's football tops. So when you said earlier that foreigners, continentals, are a lot more stylish,
Yes.
well, obviously.
And I'm glad they're buying our kit because it's good for the balance of payments.
Yeah.
Darren, thanks for your call.
Okay.
Talk to you again.
Yeah, cheers.
The Wonderful Hour is next between 3 and 4. I'm Tommy Boyd, and this is Talk Radio.
Don't forget to subscribe and like. Comment too if you wish. Even slap your legs and make a purchase from Ann Summers. But don't do nothing.